think about why I started music. You know, just being in New York, just being around the culture.
That hunger for music, still that love, that passion.
You to drop something else. I could be going for like 6 months. I'll drop a freestyle, it will go crazy.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. Now, my next guest, I'm super excited about this one because she's an OG. And not to mention, she was here 5 years ago, but she's back with more music, more style, better than ever. Show some love. Tazzy Taz, welcome back.
That was a great intro.
I love when my peoples come back, you know what I'm saying? But how are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing good. I gotta say, you know, I could be better, but I could be worse. So yeah. I'm doing okay.
When you first came to the show, you graduated. Graduated again, master. So I want to congratulate you. I know it's probably been a few years, but congratulations.
Yeah.
But you know, still doing the music.
Right.
And I'm kind of to know, like, what's been going on, and tell us. I know a lot's changed.
Yeah, a lot's changed since I've seen you 5 years ago. That's when I released my first EP. This year would be my second EP. I've just been releasing a lot of singles.
Yeah.
What's changed now? I'm older. I'm more wiser, right? Like you said, I got my bachelor's, I got my master's in communication, and so I think I understand the industry way more. Had a manager, have the manager back. A lot of networking, a lot of opportunities. You know, New York is always going to be home, but I'm not here, so I'm like kind of in the East Coast, DMV area. So a lot of opportunity to spread myself out a little bit. I did venture into the South as well. I was living in Houston for 2 years, so I got to really see kind of from state to state how music is, how it's important, what is the likes and the dislikes, the trends, you know, all of that marketing stuff. So
absolutely. Kind of curious, what is the music scene like in the DMV? Because, you know, in New York, everybody's to themselves, caught up in their own ways. Is it similar to that in DMV in Houston?
So I like that you added Houston into that. Yes and no. I feel like in Maryland, everybody is to themselves, but they're kind of like New York in the way because everybody want to make it. Like in New York, we're just like the star state, so it's like somebody's gonna be doing something regardlessly. But them, it's like they're not really a star state. They're like still a, I guess you could say, tri-state era. But they're not like a star state. So everybody that does do music out there, like they take it very seriously. Like they have their community. They grind. I will say that. I give that to New York. Like everybody who's grinding, they do grind. Like you said, people are stuck in their own ways and stuff. But, you know, I would say that's the difference with them, but also the similarity as well. With Houston, I would say it kind of gives me, it's not really that much out there. So it is a lane and an opportunity, especially for female artists to really do their thing. I think the culture out there is different though. Like it's a lot of the misconceptions that I have with the music industry and kind of my journey as to whether or not I want to really be super mainstream with this artistry. I feel like I doubt it a lot because I'm not a person that wants to have myself out all the time, like super revealing and stuff like that. And I feel like in Houston, it's like that. Like you gotta go to the clubs, you gotta go to the strip clubs to perform, you gotta, you know, be in certain people's faces. And I guess that's the industry overall, but it was very overwhelming to see that. Yes, it's not who I am as a female artist. So it's like, you gotta kind of pick and choose what your lane is. And for me, because I don't do that, it's like 10 times harder. It's a lot of stuff, but we know.
Though you may have taken like a little break, jump back into it. I feel like when I speak to you, I feel like you still got that hunger for music, still that love, that passion.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, even though you probably been away for some time, you know, taking care of stuff, I feel like I've encountered people that say they're an artist, but they're not the records don't really show. It's not a record that would stick. It would just be there for some time and it'll fall off the wall.
Right.
And I've had encountered people where I guess they just stopped doing music because I guess they just felt like life started kicking their ass and just they felt like, yo, maybe this is not for me.
Right.
When a lot of things happen in this industry and then people obviously go through life, I guess what keeps you going each and every day, even as a female, because you talked about some of the stuff that goes on in Houston about the image and stuff. What keeps you going saying that, hey, even though this is not my image, I'm still me, I'm still that New Yorker, I want to still push through in this industry?
Oh, that is such a loaded question. What keeps me going? Honestly, I always think about why I started music. Mm-hmm. You know, just being in New York, just being around the culture. I'm from, I guess I could say borderline Bed-Stuy, Crown Heights, because there's always a discussion about it. So I'll jack both of them, whatever. Yeah. But you know, just seeing the culture of music, seeing Lil' Kim, seeing Fab, seeing Biggie, you know, Rakim, all of these great names. I don't know, I just grew up into it. I was very creative. You know, I used to dance when I was younger professionally. I did ballet, I did African, I did tap, I did boxing, I did karate. So I was always really outside doing something. And I think that creativity landed for me to really express myself with music. My parents were married for 15 years and then they got a divorce.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, that's fine. No, they taught me. I don't feel no way about it no more. When I was younger, I felt the way, but that's kind of, I would say, one of the reasons why I started doing music. I felt like I had a voice. I felt like when I was 13, that was like a pivotal time. Like I was turning into a teenager and things were changing. You know, being in the hood as well, you know, you see a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And for me, I feel like I'm not a product of my environment. Like,
absolutely.
I'm not where I want to be, but I've done a lot. I've accomplished a lot during my time. So like me being away from music was just me adding to it on a different spectrum. And I think people from New York don't understand that, because everybody's like chasing a dream, chasing a dream, chasing a dream. But you know, you're going into these record labels that's 360 deals. You're not understanding how to brand yourself as an artist. You're, you know, chasing these people that may have been in the industry and might have money or want you to go in certain circles. Just like when I first started, I wanted to be a part of a record label. Right now, I don't really see that for myself. I do see myself like continuously being an independent artist. It's a little bit harder with the investing, but you know, it just makes me grind more. Like I do trading and stuff like that, so I can, you know, just make my own money to be my artist, and I don't have to have any constraints. So I would say what keeps me going is just that, like, just my story, just my why, my passion. And I feel like I put so much into it. So it's like something.
You talk that,
like, even when I want to quit.
Yeah.
You know what? Another thing is, even when I want to quit, all seriousness, I have people that will say, yeah, music, like, I need you to drop something else. I could be going for like 6 months. I'll drop a freestyle. It will go crazy. Somebody will call me, whether it's a family or a family friend or just a cousin or something like that, or even just people who like see me over these last couple of years and they followed me.
And we're going to look back in this interview. I'm going to be like, damn, I interviewed Tazzy and look how far she got.
Exactly.
I like that. I like that. Well, listen, enough said. I'm excited to have you here.
Yes.
It's time for you to perform. You ready?
I'm ready. So I will be performing my new song. It's called My Book. And it's just me coming back out, right? I've been in and out for the game. It's just me talking my trash, and it's just a good time. It's a summer vibe.
Talking your ish. Yeah.
Right.
All right, cool.
That's it.
I like that. Like, well, enough said. Tazzy Taz, My Book. Keep it locked, and we'll be right back.
Okay.